Osorio Serrano beat a couple of Chinese players in the second qualifying round and in the first round proper. Final set tiebreak, had to keep her nerves to defeat the out-of-form Shuai Zhong. A brilliant winner from Rakhimova. For a couple of indifferent points to open the match. That's the sort of form that's got her through this far in the tournament. Hit with real force. A rueful look at the line from Osorio Serrano. Still not convinced that it clipped the line.
30.
A couple of winners then from Rakhimova in the opening opponent's service game.
Turner says 3 to 7. 30, 40.
Well, missed the opportunity, dragged it wide.
Osorio Serrano. Pretty good business.
So a few nerves there as she held serve. Great power from Rakhimova. Deceptively powerful, isn't she? Both players at their all-time high rankings, 136 for Rakhimova and 115 for Osorio Serrano. Both 19 years of age. Rakhimova from Yekaterinburg, pretty far east, very historic city, Yekaterinburg. It was about this temperature, I guess, and on the red clay in Paris, where she came to prominence, came through qualifying there and beat Shelby Rogers of the United States, a notable scalp in the first round, at the time her best ever victory in terms of ranking. And when all sorts of players were complaining about the cold, she had a very good answer for them. I'm from Yekaterinburg, I'm used to all weathers, far worse than this. And it gets pretty cold there in winter and not too much warmer in autumn either. Nicely stroked the winner cross court.
15.
If she can get through today, it will be her first ever WTA quarter-final.
Ernesto 15.
First double fault.
Perez 30-15.
That will make her feel a lot better for sure. Ricardo Sanchez, familiar, experienced figure, has coached some of the leading players in the women's game. Now in charge of Osorio Serrano's career. Previously having coached the likes of Jelena Jankovic, Wozniacki, Lisicki and Daniela Hantukova. Just stretched for it, didn't quite have the footwork sorted out. And 2 comfortable holds. A little bit of a problem with the first serve for Rakhimova. Only landed 2 of her 5 attempts. Both 19. Osorio Serrano is 4 months younger, but has made the more notable progress slightly, just slightly higher in the rankings. Their careers have been pretty similar in terms of their progress up the rankings of late. Both are outside the top 700 at the end of 2018. Started making real strides in 2019. Not up. Excellent drop shot from the Colombian. Both players receiving their highest ever ranking at the start of this week, off the back of very good form in all tours, all levels. Osorio Serrano has won 10 of her last 11 singles matches. Rakhimova has won 12 of her last 15. That's a brilliant winner. Anything short and she will pounce on it with real aggression. Catherine, a massive city, still lives there, still being coached there. She has a break point here, Rakhimova. Well, you would think so, but Thomas Sweeney needs to come down and see for sure. I think we got a glimpse of her coach, Yulia Pilchiskova, there. And she takes the break point. So the first break of serve in the match goes the way of the Russian, and she leads with a break 2-1 at the first sit down for the players. Rakhimova with a break then, serving at 2-1. Only managing to join us late in the day. Little bonus for you, because it may have all been over if we'd have raced through the games today, but the rain delays have caused problems with the scheduling. Osorio Serrano beginning to break straight back here. And off to a good start. Takes the first 2 points of the game. She left much of the court wide open. Rakhimova took full advantage. Big point for her to win. Good defence there from the Colombian, but Rakhimova kept her composure and kept her discipline and struck only when the gift was presented to her. The rain has now stopped, by the way. We're playing through a bit of drizzle earlier, and in fact at one point quite heavy rain in the previous match. But the radar is showing us that more rain is not too far away. Let's hope it can just skirt round the tennis centre here. Rakhimova coming from love 30 and has a point for the game.
40-30.
First time that I've seen her live, and she does seem to have that incredible gift of being able to hit perfectly straight down the lines. And she holds serve to confirm the advantage from the break. So 3-1. I guess a lot of people would have looked at this and fancied the Colombian having won on a tour event already. One of the, I say one of the youngest. There's been quite a few this season, haven't there? Leilani Fernandez, still in this tournament as well, was a winner at 18. Swiatek at 19, and can't forget Iga Swiatek as well, and Clara Tellson as well, one in Lyon, the youngest title winner on tour this season. Just a couple of months past her 18th birthday when she lifted the title in France. And probably quite a few people thought that Rakhimova would be the outsider because of the supposed slightly better experience, but they really are very evenly matched, and you get the feeling that maybe even here Rakhimova could not only take this scalp but do what the Colombian did in Colombia and win an event. It's not beyond the bounds of possibility. Failing with the unforced error into the net on the attempted drop shot. She doesn't want to get in too much more of a sticky situation here for sure. Serving's not the strongest suit of either player, to be honest. The inexperience of both players underlined by the fact it's only a 6th tournament in the WTA Tour for Osorio Serrano, and that good return counts for nothing after from the chair came the call of out, and only a 7th main draw appearance for Rakhimova. So it is another break point.
Gender in a set, 30-40.
Oh, threads it down the line for the winner. Looked like she might have ceded the advantage that she had in the rally, but she kept her cool again and saw it out. It's a very composed start for the teenage Russian here. She leads with 2 breaks, 4-1 opening set.
Time.
Good to have you along for company on a chilly evening in Belgrade and a damp evening as well. Let's hope it doesn't get damper, but it is a possibility. Camila Rakhimova trying to make short work of this battle of the teenagers. The Russian leading 4-1 with 2 breaks. Rakhimova has only ever won 1 match at tour level on the red clay. And that was when she beat Shelby Rogers at Roland Garros back in September. Second double fault. Well, 2 breaks, might be 1 break very soon. 3 opportunities to reduce the arrears for Osorio Serrano. And that's a very disappointing end to a disappointing game. The sort of game that can play on your mind for a little bit longer than it should. Can Osorio Serrano take full advantage? Nice, easy service hold here would really put the pressure back on her opponent. After the change of ends, let's see. Serving now at 2-4 with reduced arrears. Oh, what a good shot. 6 points in a row now for Osorio Serrano. Didn't look a bad drop shot, did it? But great speed coverage from the Colombian. And a great shot when she got there as well. in a bit of a trough here. Kamilla Rakhimova showing her frustration audibly as well. Oh, and another unforced error, and it's all unravelling after a great start. Since the last change of ends, it's all gone wrong. But she still has the advantage and will be serving at 4-3 when we come back.
4 games to 3.
These two players have been racing through 7 games in just 13 minutes. Not one has gone to juice. And Rakhimova has a big test of character to answer here now. She's still in the lead, she still has a break, but she's lost the last 8 points. And in a mini crisis here. Good defence there, might have lost the point, Rakhimova, but stuck at it. The match has finished over on court 1 now, by the way, so the winner of this, we know whom they will face in the quarter-finals. I'll tell you after this point. Rakhimova serving. Unforced error there, so the match on court 1, well, it was a very quick final set, and it's gone, maybe to the surprise of many people, to Alexandra Sasnovic. 6-love in the decider against Kristina Buksha, the Spaniard who was born in Moldova. Big points here, particularly for the Russian. If she can hold serve here, she'll be a massive favourite for the set, of course, but also it will signify that she's come through that problem, but not convinced she's entirely through it yet. And again, the unforced error underlining. Just a few things not right in her head at the moment. There is her coach, Yulia Ilchikova. Nine unforced errors already from the racket of Rakhimova.
30-40.
So as we suspected, It's another break-back point for a third successive game in the opening set, and for a second successive break of serve. Right, tossed away, I have to say. And that convincing start is forgotten now. The body language says everything you need to know about the way this one has gone in the opening set so far. Up to 18 minutes, almost up to 2.5 minutes for each game. Been not particularly competitive games, each of them, but it's a competitive match. Nothing to choose between the two, but you get the feeling the advantage is now with the player on your screen. Maria Camila Osorio Serrano, serving 4-4.
Finish 15.
Will be a new first for Osorio Serrano if she wins tonight. She's never beaten a Russian. Lost all 3 previous encounters, all on the ITF circuit. Oh, that's a beautiful winner down the line. There have been too many errors of late and not enough winners, but that changes everything.
Gentlemen, 14.
It's a struggle out there for Kamilla Rakhimova. It's a beautiful stop return. It was a clean hit. It's stunned her opponent, that's for sure. It's the sort of fluke you get if it's come off the frame sometimes, but it sounded clean and looked clean. Back-to-back points for the first time in a while. Until those, it was 15 points out of 17 for the Colombian. Devastating forehand again, forcing the error. Trying to encourage his charge, who's being pegged back here to deuce, first deuce of the match. This is a big point, isn't it? We thought the momentum was going the other way, and at 40 love it's suddenly all changed. Just one forehand winner has completely changed Rakhimova's perspective. Putting pressure on, and first serve letting the Colombian down now. And that is the first double fault. That is what the pressure brings. It's another break of serve. And she's smiling again. Rakhimova will be serving for the set. after the change of ends, 5-4.
5 games to 4.
After 22 minutes of the contest here between the two 19-year-olds, it's the young woman from Russia serving for the opening set as they bid for a place in the quarter-finals of the Serbia Ladies Open. Always a risky shot to play from Osorio Serrano, the drop shot to the forehand. Two have never met before, but must already be very evident to Osorio Serrano that the big weapon is the forehand from the girl from Yekaterinburg. Even if you glance away from the screen, you will know from the sound only who's won the point. If there's a loud scream, you know there's an unforced error from the Russian, or the Colombian has taken the point. The rain falling pretty heavily again now, I'm afraid.
Treaty set 15-3.
Try and get through this service game for sure. It could be the last game of the set, but I suspect that Osorio Serrano breaks back and will probably leave the court. You can see it on the screen now. It's getting ever heavier, I'm afraid.
Treaty set up 30.
Well, the weather boffins were right. It's Rakhimova right here to take the set. She is theoretically 2 points away from taking the opening set, 30 or 5-4. It's long, it's an unforced error that sets up set point.
43.
Not converting the opportunities that she's carving out for herself here, Osorio Serrano. Rakhimova desperate for a first serve here, serving for the set. Oh, went for the winner and didn't need to do that.
Easier than changing juice.
So we went 8 games without a juice, and now juice in back-to-back games in this opening set. Oh, that's fantastic from the depths of the court beyond the baseline. Dug out the forehand cross-court winner. Break back point again. Finishes it on the forehand, and boy, is she pleased. Back to juice then, every other point, a break point or a set point. On the doubles event at Phillip Island in February with her Indian partner, Osorio Serrano, former US Open girls champion, just a couple of years ago. Oh, brilliant from the back of the court from Rakhimova. Got a little lucky with the net cord. Didn't really give too much of an advantage to Osorio Serrano, but then she was stranded at the net. Second time then, set point. It's almost a storm out there now. That's going out. It is the opening set, and that might be the end of the action for a while, as suspected. So we got through the game and we got through the opening set, but we're going to have to wait a while for the resumption. By the looks of it, heavy clouds overhead, I'm afraid, and the rain falling ever heavily. They'll cover the court, I would think, this time. So whenever we're back with you, we'll be back with you, but I'm afraid, as you saw, players now suspended. Rakhimova of Russia taking the first set against Osorio Serrano of Colombia by 6 games to 4.